Thakurta from Edu TV, the first education channel. And in our favorite program, it's a matter of principle. Today, we have got one of the youngest principal, Mr. Swaminathan. Mr. Swaminathan is the principal of Delhi Public School International, Uganda, Kampala, Uganda. And our host is Ms. Sonika Agarwal. She is the regional head at Universal Business School, Karjat, Mumbai, and she's based at Bangalore. So, Sonika, please take the conversation further with Mr. Swaminathan.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sonika Agarwal, and I am from Universal Business School, and today I am in conversation with Sir Swaminathan, who is principal of DPS International, Uganda. Sir, it's an absolute pleasure and honor to have you here for the conversation. And I'll be looking forward to speak to you on the education system and its changing pattern, which will definitely help this society. So allow me to ask a few questions and take this conversation forward. So, sir, firstly, we as a viewer would like to understand that what were the challenges or what are the challenges, because there's still this online or the ongoing pandemic. What are the challenges being faced by a school for the student assessment process?
Okay, fine. Now, as we all know, this pandemic, the challenges caused due to the pandemic were never expected.
Yeah.
In fact, we can say like 95% of the schools were not at all prepared to shift immediately to the new method of teaching learning processes, what is ongoing now. Now, proudly, we can say that the future is going to be blended mode of learning those things. But whether we are readily prepared when it came means no, we are not. Some schools, though they have the online, the tools and materials readily available, even for them, it was quite challenging to shift from the regular school to the online teaching learning processes.
Absolutely.
So it was quite challenging. And when it comes to the challenges, mainly if you see, it is from both the side. It is not only from the student, school side, even from the learner side also, there was huge challenges. Let it be with the equipping themselves with the needful devices or adapting to this kind of learning methods, sitting in front of the screen for the whole day.
True.
So there were huge challenges, but really we have to appreciate the education sector, even the learners mainly, because they came forward, they adapted themselves now. We can say that most of them have adapted. That means we have to really appreciate them. If the learners have not adapted to this, definitely it would have gone for a failure side.
True.
But now we can say we are not in the failure side. We are able to be successful. We are able to progress. That means it is only with the help of the learners. Okay, as I told earlier, challenges are there. But in all the field, challenges will be there. And if you want to be successful, we have to come over those challenges.
Absolutely, sir.
And both teachers and students, with the help of the parents, they all came up together to come across these challenges. We are successful now. When it comes to the assessment process, before going to the assessment, I would like to underline regarding the learning, because without learning, there is no question of assessment. You know very well. So if you compare the regular learning which took place in the classroom and which is taking place through the online, honestly, we have to accept that there is a gap. Minimum 20 to 30% of learning gap is there.
Yeah.
Some of them may say, no, I'm learning everything, I'm teaching everything, whatever it is. We can't replace the school, we can't replace the teachers.
Exactly.
So the 20-30% learning gap is there.
Yeah.
It has created. And once we are going to be back in the school, it is going to be the huge challenge for the school authorities, teachers, even parents, students, how they are going to cover up this gap which has been created. Okay? The gap can be due to the lack of attention, due to internet problem, or due to lack of proper devices, or they are unable to focus for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So many things are there. Next, when it comes to the when it comes to the assessment part, yes, it was a huge challenge. okay, teaching when the teachers are teaching, the students can listen to them, they can take notes, they can do all those. When it comes to the
Yeah.
assessment part, it was a huge challenge, we can say. And this area, I can say, still we can't say we are successful
True.
in assessment part. Okay. Main is reliability. The most important thing when it comes to assessment is reliability,
Glad.
because everyone want to get more marks. Let it be the student, let it be the parents. Parents want their child to get more mark. Definitely,
True.
they want the top grade.
Yeah, there's
Students,
always a fight between
yeah,
the marks
they will
and the
compare.
learning. Yeah.
See, we may say that in education sector there are too many advancement, but still we are rolling on with the marks.
Yeah.
We are comparing the performance. We are saying he is able to get 90 percentage, you are unable to get. That comparison is still there among the parents, among others also. So
Yeah.
definitely, when they get the chance, people, let it be the learners or whoever it is, they will try to use it. So reliability wise, there is a big question mark. Though there has been a lot of advancement now using AI and other things, they are coming out with the new solutions where they can conduct the examination or do the assessment in a different way. Still, the reliability wise, I don't think it is going to be so easy for us to make it completely successful.
Mhm.
Second one, lack of interest is also there among the learners, because whole day they are sitting, or at least
Yeah.
3 4 hours they are sitting in front of the cameras and listening to the teachers. After that, if you go for the assessment or something, they are not showing that much of interest, because they know anyway we are not going to the school to meet the teachers in person. We will not be questioned. I'm talking openly. I'm not
Yeah, absolutely.
picking
Yeah,
on
and
something. I'm just saying
this
the
is very
practical
real.
side.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. If the student has not performed well and if he's coming to the classroom, it is a different mindset. If the student has not performed well and is sitting in front of the camera, it is a different mindset. So
yeah,
the interest, I'm not talking about the fear factor here, the interest I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
So there is a huge difference in that. And even though the teachers are designing various assessment tools and other things, still we can't individualize it. When it is in the classroom, we can prepare different kind of assessment process or plan for a different kind of assessment depending upon the types of learners we have. Some will be quick learners, some will be average, some will be slow learners. So depending upon them, we can design different type of assessment things. But now it is bit complicated because everything is coming together. Online teaching, the teachers
yeah,
should prepare, then assessment, they have to plan, they have to prepare the worksheet, everything is online, and that we don't have direct hold upon the learners. So that
yeah.
itself is making the process bit
Huge
challenging.
challenge. Yeah,
And also, even if you try to conduct assessment or a slip test through the online mode by sharing the question paper through Google Classroom or in any other way, in many areas we are able to see, and even I received feedback from many other principals also, that parents involvement is also there when the kids are doing their assessment.
mm-hmm.
Because parents, okay, we can't blame them, they want the child to be scoring more marks, so
Yeah,
they are getting involved in the assessment instead of the student
exactly.
getting involved directly. Parents involved,
Parents
that
are
time the
involved.
reliability part is out.
Yeah,
So I don't think so the assessment process is completely successful when it comes to online mode.
mm-hmm.
Teaching learning, there is a gap. So this is
Yeah.
my view.
No, absolutely valid, very reality, very practical things, sir, that you have spoken. And this been the challenge throughout the board. No, because when you talk about the interest level, so even I have seen, I have experienced that there's absolutely no interest of a student while attending an online mode, a student in somewhere else, because there's no compulsion to on the video because of the internet issues or the technical aspects. So of course there's I totally feel the pain every school must be going through when it is online mode, then assessment, then marking them, and trying to give the best to the students, to the kids. So, but then we should really appreciate and salute each school, each faculty, each teachers, because they have tried the maximum that they could.